Hello everyone. In today's video, I'll be discussing with you all about integers. Now to begin with, what is an integer? Integers are a set of numbers that include 0, positive numbers and negative numbers. 0 along with positive numbers are known as whole numbers. So if you see the number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, they are called whole numbers, and along with -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on, the negative numbers, we call them integers. The numbers which are towards the right side of 0 are called positive integers, and the numbers which are towards the left side of 0 are called negative integers. 0 is neither positive nor negative integer. Now every integer is greater than another integer which lies to its left on the number line. So we can say the integers which are towards the right side are greater than the integers which are towards the left. Every positive integer is greater than 0. So you can see all the integers, the positive integers are towards the right side of 0. And all the negative integers, they are less than 0. 0 is greater than every negative integer. Now the greatest negative integer will be the one which is lying towards the extreme right, and if you see in the negative integers, -1 is the greatest negative integer. But the smallest negative integer cannot be found. Coming to positive integers, the smallest positive integer is 1 and the largest positive integer cannot be found because counting never ends. Coming to absolute value of an integer, the absolute value of an integer is its numerical value regardless of its sign. So absolute value of an integer is written by drawing two vertical lines on either side of the integer. For example, the absolute value of 2, the positive integer 2, will be 2, and the absolute value of -7 will be 7. So we can see the absolute value of an integer is either equal to the integer or it is greater than the integer. It can never be less than the integer. Moving on to the rules of addition of integers. Now this is very important, and you have to keep in mind that when we are adding two positive integers or two negative integers, the rule is that we add the values regardless of the sign, and we give the sum the sign which is a common sign. For example, I have taken an example, see -2 and -4. Both of them are negative integers. So we will just add their values. 2 plus 4 is 6. And then we'll put the sign, the common sign, which was a minus sign. Now if the integers, they carry different signs, for example, to add a positive and a negative integer, we will determine the difference of the values regardless of the sign, and we will give the sign of the integer with greater absolute value to the result. For example, we have -2 plus 4. This is a positive integer and -2 is a negative integer. So we will subtract them. 4 minus 2 is 2. And now we'll see which was the greater integer. 4 is the greater number. It has a plus sign, so answer will be +2. We come to another example. 2 plus -4, again this is a positive integer and -4 is a negative integer. So since they are opposite signs, so we will subtract. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now out of 2 and 4, 4 is the greater number which carries a minus sign. So our answer will be -2. So quickly, just to summarize how to add positive and negative integers, we'll check the sign of the integers. If both the integers are positive, we will add and we will put the positive sign. The common sign was positive. Example, 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. If both the integers are negative, then also we will add and we will put the common sign, which was a minus sign. For example, -2 and -5, we will add. 2 plus 5 is 7 and the common sign was minus. If the first integer is positive and the second integer is negative, opposite signs, we will subtract and we will put the sign of the larger integer. Example, 2 minus 5, we will simply subtract. 5 minus 2 is 3, and since 5 was the greater integer, it has a minus sign, so answer will be minus 3. Lastly, the first integer is negative, the second integer is positive. Again, opposite signs we will subtract, and we put the sign of the larger integer. Example, minus 2 plus 5. On subtracting 5 minus 2, we get 3. Over here, if you see, 5 was the greater integer, which has a plus sign, so the answer is 3. So now, I hope you all have understood how to solve the sums based on addition of integers, and you will be able to do questions given in your textbook. Thank you.